Well, come gather around, children, and you will hear that the times they are a changin' over at Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground. Now, Vash, this is a video that I have queued up here of what Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground typically looks like. You notice the rustic charm of it all, and obviously there's a construction wall there. But I mean, like this is one of the more rustic places. You really get the sense that you're in the wilderness. This here is the Tri-Circle D Ranch, where they have a whole bunch of different horses that you can go around and see.
Yes.
They've got the buses there. They've got the golf cart parking. There's a whole lot to see and do. It's a really amazing resort. Now, I probably wouldn't personally stay here unless I had a cabin, just because the idea of camping is abhorrent to me. But when you go to places like just look at, like, these are the cabins, right? The cabins are actually very nice. But when you go to places like Pioneer Hall, there's just this rustic charm to it all. Like whether you're going there for the Hoop-de-Doo review or whether you just want to take in the atmosphere. Here, have a look. See, this is Pioneer Hall is back there, and then over here you've got this used to be one of my favorite restaurants on property. Now it's Crockett's Tavern. Now it's a quick service eatery. It used to be Trail's End, which was one of just the best breakfast buffets they had, and it was cheap too. It was like an $18 breakfast buffet. And it had pulled pork, eggs Benedict, and like this place was top tier, right? Well, Vash, what if I were to tell you that Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground no longer looks like this?
Is it still secluded and naturalistic and has all that charm, that rustic charm?
No. So as Disney's Lakeshore Lodge and Fort Wilderness have started to take shape, this is the view now next to Pioneer Hall. This giant modern monstrosity, completely ruining the sightlines, completely bringing the modern world into the rustic charm that is Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground. I mean, this is absolutely abhorrent. This is ridiculous. You already ruined this area enough by taking away Trail's End, and now you have like completely ruined it by putting this DVC monstrosity right next to it.
Ridiculous. Look at this, the whole thing. It just completely takes away everything from Pioneer Hall. It's associated facilities right there. Tri-Circle D Ranch, like you beautifully pointed out, it's not too far away from this area right here, and you're just completely in the shadow of this Gensler special. Basically, it's just abhorrent, Marvin. It's terrible.
Look at the difference here, right? Like this looks like a log cabin almost. It's rustic.
Correct.
You got these plants. You got the building over here with the overhang that looked like it would be there to cover horses and whatnot. And then you've got what looks like a Holiday Inn. The Best Western. And we're not the only people that notice. Look at some of these comments here. Nice symbolism between the old and current Disney. Thoughtful, imaginative, adventurous, unique versus soulless, cheap, corporate, common trash. I'm shocked at how these things get approved when I see who's working there, and then it all makes sense. This one says, God almighty, that's awful. I'll be at the fort in November, and in no way am I looking forward to this monstrosity looming over Pioneer Hall. This one says, Psst, Disney, we think you forgot a good coat of paint and a bit of theming. It's certainly a choice. That's the thing. This building, like if this building looked like a giant log cabin, it would actually kind of work. Mm-hmm. But it looks like the Holiday Inn.
Right, and I'm reminded about why certain investments like this have been, let's say, parodied down, watered down. All of their expression, all of their custom theming and so forth, their expensive integration into its natural surroundings right there have been stripped away. Mm-hmm. Josh Yamaro actually revealed this today when he said, on this being the earnings call day, I can also say that our capital investments, all of them, they go through very rigorous evaluations and are supported by clear and well-defined return expectations. When there's so much pressure, Marvin, for the experiences division to basically undergird and support the entire Walt Disney Company when it comes to, their revenue and their operating income. Well, that puts a lot of pressure on a creative who might want to actually develop a hotel like this. All that theming gets stripped away in order to maximize that return on investment. And it's a real shame. It really is a juxtaposition between old Disney and how they used to work and new Disney.
My question, Vash, is what is this going to do to that poor family? Well, not poor family, very rich family that lives at Fort Wilderness.
Yeah, that's true, right? I did hear about this where
These poor people, I mean, not poor at all, but
have they been doing this for years, if I'm not mistaken?
yeah, so we covered this on Friday, Caro and I, where essentially this family is living in an RV, like an RV that's nicer than most apartments that I've lived in my life. An RV that you know, they have to leave every like 30 days for like 24 hours or something like that, or every 28 days they leave for 24 hours and then can come back. But
Right.
yeah, they just live there now. They just live at Fort Wilderness in their their very nice RV.
What is that very poor family with very nice accoutrement going to do?
Yes, what is this very poor but very rich family going to do?
Exactly.
It looks so bad. I mean, you know what? Let's keep going through the comments till we find a positive one. I don't want to be that person that piles on, but this looks like the new University Science Research Building. This can't be real. I refuse to believe it.
Mm-hmm.
I like this one. What big building? There's no big building here.
My favorite. That was behind Mickey's Toontown over there at Disneyland when they were actually constructing Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Very, very funny. Now, I do know that they released some concept art for this, and it's a wash with color, Marvin, maybe enhanced by AI or something like that. But even those very, you know, these pieces of concept art that are supposed to make this thing look really, really good, you can tell even in those pieces that it's very unthemed, very bland, very generic. And if you just switch the color scheme around, it's basically indistinguishable from something like the Polynesian DVC Tower. It's a real shame because Disney used to implement so much theming, so much character, distinct in their designs to make them different from one another. And now we just get basically Gensler slop.
That Polynesian DVC tower is the ugliest thing they've ever put. It looks like a bunch of cardboard boxes piled on top of each other. It is disgusting looking and completely ruins the sightline around the Seven Seas Lagoon. But this one says nothing screams wilderness like a badly designed, uglier version of a Hampton Inn. I didn't know it would be that close, Skull. I could not be the only one who thinks this looks like poop. This is disgusting, and I am distraught. They popped a Quality Inn right into the most secluded part of Walt Disney World resorts. One of those things is not like the other. Coming to Disney Data Center Resort. That blends in perfectly. Almost can't see it. Why does it look like a prison watchtower? What in the Hilton is this? Bloody awful. Good God. Got to be a way to block that, right? They can't leave it like that. True by Disney. It's so awful. I can't even bear to look at it. I've seen nicer hospitals. Oh, disgusting. And that's all of the comment. Not one positive comment.
Well, okay, I'll add a little bit of positivity here to balance out this equation. You remember the Polynesian DVC Tower when it was added, it didn't actually add any meaningful restaurant or even bar facilities. I mean, I know there are a couple, but apparently this monstrosity will at least add, I heard it was like 4 restaurants. Is that true?
I think something like that. You know, let's take a look at the concept art here because, you know, they were very quick to point out this concept art. From sunrise sips to fireworks, look at spaces coming to Lakeshore Lodge at Walt Disney World. So let's just take a look at the pictures real quick. We got this area here, which is ugly modernist slop. We've got this area right here, which, you know, again, whatever. Like what are they? Oh, they're looking at the contemporary there. See, now this actually looks, I guess that's one of their restaurants, but that actually looks like it could be themed. It's right there on the water, but look in the back, you see the Holiday Inn.
You can't get away from it, Marvin. It's always behind you, lurking.
This looks like a tiki bar. Why would they have a tiki bar?
Quote unquote theming.
No sense, Vash. All right, so this is Dandelion Terrace, a lounge to enjoy the Magic Kingdom fireworks.
Ooh.
I'm sure you think that's going to end up being DVC only?
Yes. Almost assuredly. There's no way they're gonna let all the plebeians and the poors in there.
Moonglade, a table service dining experience. Again, this looks like it should be in the Polynesian. All right, so that's what this
Right.
building was. Moonglade.
So we do
This
have a
is
sit-down restaurant at least.
mhm.
Okay.
This is Paint Out Point Bar and Grill, located near Lakeshore Lagoon. This is the lobby. Just marked lobby. But again, what is this crap? Like, what are these like cages that they've put all around the place? Like, what is all this nonsense floating in the air here? Like, none of this is like lakeside or wilderness or anything even remotely on theme. It actually looks like the interior partially of the one at the Polynesian, which is disgustingly ugly as well. This
I can
is
almost.
go ahead.
Okay, please.
This is Bay Lake Provisions, a quick service marketplace. This is their quick service eatery, which looks like it has virtually no seating whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't know how that little amount of theming is going to fill, or I should say, be satisfactory for what is a very large structure with a very high capacity. I can almost hear the prompting, Marvin, when it comes to these pieces of concept art. Yes, ChatGPT, please fill this space with something. That's maybe why we got some.
Well, I mean, Josh was saying about how great they're using AI today during all of his stuff, but take a look at this. Like, this is what it's going to look at how ugly this is.
It's terrible. It's gross. This would
Grossly
be
ugly.
this would be out of sync with most of Walt Disney World, but to put this in Fort Wilderness, come on.
Like, the horses are going to complain at this point. Like, this is greetings from the South. This is by Alyssa Esposito of Disney Parks blog. Says greetings from the South Shores of Bay Lake at Walt Disney World Resort, the future home of Disney's Lakeshore Lodge. We invite you to embark on this journey with us, following letters from Lakeshore here on Disney Parks blog as the proposed nature-inspired resort. That's what we just looked at, Vash, was a nature-inspired resort.
I'm sure. Yeah.
When I look at this, I just think, you know what I just think? The natural world. That's what's reflected right here.
I'm one with nature.
Yeah, this is just God's creation, man. This is just nature. This is pure, unfiltered, naked nature. It's like you're camping.
Yeah.
From first looks to finishing touches with exclusive behind-the-scenes moment along the way, be sure to bookmark this page and check back often for new letters. So this was August 4th. From sunrise sips to fireworks views, new spaces coming to Disney's Lakeshore Lodge. There's more magic happening here along the shores of Bay Lake as Disney's Lakeshore Lodge continues to take shape, Vash. Walt Disney Imagineers are hard at work designing new spaces where families and friends can gather, reconnect, and experience sunrise coffee, leisurely afternoons, garish, nightmarish modern art, and unforgettable nighttime views. Today, we're sharing a first look at some of these exciting new venues guests can enjoy when the resort opens next summer. It's still a year away from this.
Yeah, we're still a year away. Right. So maybe it doesn't look as bad.
So when guests arrive at Lakeshore Lodge, Vash, they'll step into the lobby and become immersed in the sights and sounds of nature. Spectacular floor-to-ceiling windows will welcome natural sunlight and showcase sweeping views of wetlands outdoor recreation area, allowing the local flora and fauna to flow seamlessly into the architecture, artwork, and ambience. Oh yeah, that's seamless right there. That is some seamless flow with that architecture. Yeah, no, spot on, Disney. You're really connected to the flora and the fauna.
Yeah. Now, Wilderness Lodge used to have like a little creek that I used to, come in there, and obviously that was certainly one with nature. I don't know what this is. And again, Marvin, just close your eyes and imagine that is going to be steps away from the Hoop-De-Doo review.
From the Hoop-De-Doo review. Oh my goodness. Drawing inspiration from the music and storytelling of Walt Disney Animation Studios' Pocahontas, a shimmering fiber optic river will illuminate the floor, while overhead a blown glass colors of the wind sculpture with hundreds of suspended glass leaves will fill the space with movement, color, and wonder. Vash, if you gave me 100 guesses and we're like, what Disney movie is this room based off of? I would never have guessed Pocahontas. I would have gone Meet the Robinsons before I went Pocahontas. I would have started pulling Dark Cauldron and Davy Crockett out of my back pocket. Never would I have imagined this is supposed to be Pocahontas.
It's interesting they say Pocahontas because I thought distinctly in one of the very early pieces of concept art that they released for this Lakeshore Lodge project, they had like a statue or something of Pocahontas in that room. To better connect it, but you're right. I mean, there's really no connection to Pocahontas whatsoever. I'm sure Pocahontas herself was really looking forward to gentrified, Genserified colonialism. I think this is perfect.
No,
this is
sure
exactly what you want.
The Native American community is I'm sure just on pins and needles right now, waiting for this to come be a proper representation of their culture. This modern art slop. But you know what? I've heard that one thing that the natives really care about when it comes to depictions of their culture.
And so what we've tried to do is really bring that shape language from the architecture.
But like what we love to talk about at WDI is shape language. And we often refer to shape language.
There's such iconic shape language in Spaceship Rivetti Attraction. We really wanted to make sure that we fused to that throughout the space.
Oh my goodness. All right, but we're not done yet. Natural materials will be incorporated throughout the lobby. Oh, it's so natural. With custom tapestries inspired by the film's landscapes and thoughtfully crafted furnishings with accents of river recovered cypress wood. Oh, is that what those cages were? Disney's Lakeshore Lodge will debut with 3 distinct dining experiences for guests to enjoy throughout their stay. From convenient grab and go favorites to memorable waterfront dining, each location is thoughtfully designed to highlight the resort's connection to the natural beauty of Bay Lake. First, we have Moonglade. Adding to the lakefront, Moonglade will offer an enchanting table service dining experience where stunning water views are part of every course. Here, guests will enjoy thoughtfully prepared dishes featuring seasonal and locally sourced ingredients. Floor-to-ceiling windows will frame... They're really happy about those floor-to-ceiling windows. Will frame the gracefully arcing cypress trees along Bay Lake, where artful lighting and nuanced design reflect the interplay of light and shadows. But don't worry, we removed all those shoes from those cypress trees.
Right.
Bay Lake Provisions will be the perfect spot to fuel up for the day of adventure and relax and refresh after a poolside afternoon. This all-day quick service marketplace will offer specialty coffees and fresh fare in an inviting open kitchen atmosphere. That's just what I want to see. And because no space is complete without a little hidden magic, guests can find woodland critters inspired by Disney classics throughout the space. Oh, good. I hope it's the ones from South Park. Paint Out Point Bar and Grill. When all the fun of the sun works up an appetite, head to Paint Out Point Bar and Grill near Lakeshore Lagoon. Enjoy shareable bites and specialty beverages while soaking in the natural beauty that surrounds the wetlands. Inspired by the art of plein air painting, this pool bar will showcase a collection of original artwork created by Imagineers as they drew inspiration from the Bay Lake landscape. I actually heard that their pool is just a big sand pit.
Oh, really?
Explore the natural order of pools. That's what it's going to be. Dandelion Terrace. After the sun, guests can gather in Dandelion Terrace to see Magic Kingdom fireworks lighting up the sky of the waters of Bay Lake. The lounge will be home to a 2-story gallery of archival artwork from Disney classics like Fantasia, complete with whimsical dandelion light fixtures that add a touch of magic to the space. Soft lighting and sweeping views create the perfect setting to slow down and enjoy the nighttime spectacular. Yeah, everything about this resort, Vash, just screams to me, slow down and take it all in.
We are slowing down, and we are certainly taking it all in. Yeah. I don't know we like what we see, but we are definitely taking it all in.
You know what I think it is?
And Dreamer's Point is the antithesis of the idea that Walt had this incredible optimism and hope for the future, that if we all work together and we all dream together, we could build the impossible and make it our reality.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.